Let's take a look at this new line plot. Now, the origin is sometimes not labeled, as we learned in the problem just before. However, we do know that since this top point is 5 and this bottom point down here is 4, the arrow tells me that the origin should be located farther down this line, and it'll be point 0. So it's below point S right here, below 4, and it'll be 4 units away at 0. Knowing that, I can try to figure out what each of these individual tick marks mean. I know to get to 5 holes from 4, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. So I know if I equally partition, each of these little jumps is going to be 1/6. 4 plus 1/6 is 4 and 1/6. I add another 6 and I'm going to get 4 and 2/6. Now, this is confusing because this point is already labeled 4 and 1/3. But 4 and 1/3 is equal or equivalent to 2/6. 6 times 3, or 2 times 3 is 6, and 1 times 2 is 2. So these are equivalent. I then know if I add another 6, it's going to be 4 and 3/6. I add again 4 and 4/6. One more time, 4 and 5/6. And our last time is going to be 4 and 6/6, or 4 and 1 whole, which is 5. Now that all my tick marks are labeled, I know that my origin is farther down this plot. I know the increment from which each tick mark moves. Every time I move up, I'm adding 1/6. I can now answer my question. My question is telling me to plot point T so that it is 2/3 farther away from the origin than point S. Now, if my origin is down here, in order to go farther away, I have to move farther up my line plot. So if point S is here, I have to move 2/3 farther. However, everything is written in terms of 6s because we're moving up 1/6 each time. So let's find our equivalent fraction for 2/3. 2/3 is equal to how many 6? 3 times 2 equals 6. What I do on the bottom, I do on the top. 2 times 2 equals 4. So I need to plot point T 4/3 higher up my number line than point S, because it has to be 2/3 farther away, which is the same thing as 4/3. So if point S is here, and every increment between tick marks is 1/6, then I have to move 4 tick marks up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do it in a different color. This mark right here will be T, because I added 4/6, or 2/3. This tells me coordinate T, or point T, is located at the coordinate 4 and 5/6, and it is 4 and 5/6 away from my origin.